So Ranadel De Ocampo sits down. Harvey Carey also sitting down. Kelly Williams is back in the game.
And for talking text, Coach Chot, mukhang ito na yung pandiin. Binalik na ulit yung import nila. They put back Kelly Williams. Just wanting to make sure that Alaska won't have enough fight to get back in this game.
Pressure employed by the Aces. But Dillinger has the ball as we thank Haynes, the official underwear of the PBA. Jared Dillinger with 5 points off the bench. Back to a 21-point lead for Talk and Text as we're near the halfway mark of the fourth quarter.
Lots of minutes being given today for Sam Eman.
Sam Eman giving up a foul there. Luis Castro. Dillinger. Shot clock down to 9. Jason Castro to Kelly Williams. Shot clock down to 6. Alapag. Sets up Castro. Shot clock down to 2. Oh, Jason Castro's outside shot is working tonight.
Ryan Reyes unable to play. Jason Castro, one of the beneficiaries as well of minutes. And Jason Castro in the second half really putting it there and giving Coach Chotre something to think about in terms of a guy to get minutes in this series.
And that's an offensive foul laban kay Cyrus Baguio. He brushed off the defense. At panglima na yan, laban kay Baguio. Sometimes as a coach, even as players, you just know when it's not your night.
And that's what it seems right now for Alaska. Although, sabi nga natin, mahaba pa yung oras, no? But nothing has worked for Alaska, even in that first quarter. Remember, it was a 2-point lead in that quarter. But they were, Talk and Text was the better team in that first quarter, except for that big run of Alaska, an 8-0 run, I believe, or a 6-0 run to make that quarter close.
Take out pass for Borboran. And here's De La Cruz, offensive rebound, blocked by Daniels. Here's Kelly Williams. Kelly Williams steps on the brakes and sends it to Castro. 5 minutes to go in game number 4. The Talk and Text seems on its way to tying this series, barring any miracle of biblical proportions para sa Alaska. Well, let's suppose that Talk and Text goes on to win this game. We have less than 5 minutes remaining here. If you're Talking Text, do you pull the trigger and go with the new import in waiting? Or do you stick with Sean Daniels because he got the job done? They won the game they are about to win the game convincingly.
We'll discuss that later, Nico, after this break.
Okay, timeout muna tayo. Cardona about to re-enter the game, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to the Big Dome. Game 5 of the series. BMake versus San Miguel first game. Talking Text versus Alaska in the second game. In all likelihood, that Talking Text game will be the tiebreaker game. Yung San Miguel BMake, it depends on what happens tonight. San Miguel gunning for a commanding 3-1 lead against Del Llamados.
Going back to that question that you asked a while ago.
Yes, ang tanong natin kanina, will Talk It kasi merong import in waiting. Ito Talk and Text. You're going to win convincingly. Do you still change Sean Daniels or do you stick with Sean Daniels given that he got the job done?
I would think their import, what the name is, basta kanina na-mention yung pangalan niya.
Yeah.
Wala pa kasing pangalan sa likod ng number. But he will get a chance in practice. And in practice, I would think that the coaching staff would be able to see if he's a better import.
He's a better fit. Yeah, better fit.
Simple lang yun.
Nothing will stop Talking Text if they really want to replace Sean Daniels.
Parang mas mahirap pa nga yung naging sitwasyon ng BMake. Because BMake committed to getting their new import before they even saw him in practice, si Washam, nung nagpalit sila. So, at least itong talk and text, although they're gonna be involved in what will be a 3-game series, when it's we will cut down to a 3-game series, they'll have a couple of days, at least one day, to see if they want to switch.
Okay, Patricia has given us a name, and Cardona almost saying hello to Patricia in that play. Cardona is all over the place, all for good reason. Okay, Patricia's informed us the name of the import is Omar Sneed. So ang tanong dyan, is there a need for Sneed?
Galing ni Patricia, sana ba ni number nung import meron siya? Number 4.
As Kelly Williams misses, and here's Sean Daniels. I would like to say that Sean Daniels, despite this impending victory, his status is a question mark.
Definitely. As long as there's another guy in the country already practicing with your team, or at least was brought in for your by your team, hindi mo na masasabi kung anong mangyayari dyan. And of course, Talk and Text is not only looking at this series. If let's say Sean Daniels, they keep Sean Daniels for this series, and sabihin na natin yung performance ni Sean Daniels, hindi mo masasabing what was way up there. They will even think, or at least it will be in their mind, is Sean Daniels enough for us to beat whoever the winner is on the other series?
So, thinking ahead.
Of course, you have to think ahead.
Right. 2.5 remaining dito sa game number 4. And Talk and Text will tie the series at 2 games apiece. Here's Eman Bonasher. It's been really a forgettable game for the Aces. After 2 very close contests with the Tropang Texters in games 2 and 3. And the foul is against Jason Castro.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Approaching the last 2 minutes of the ball game. Once again, later on, the San Miguel Beermen battle the BMEG Derby Ace Llamados. Game 4 of their best of 7 series. A nice move by Sam Eman. Sam Eman in double figures. That's a bright spot if you're Alaska. The continued development of Sam Eman. By the way, both imports are no longer on the floor. Understandably, Castro played a big game here for Talk and Text. Dillinger provided a lot of energy in the absence of Ryan Reyes. Cardona was all about energy in this game. Blocked by Fonacher.
Miko, when you look at the score, Talk and Text, they've got 81 on the board. It's not actually a big number. Pero, that means Alaska actually played good defense as well. Problema, yung Talk and Text, mas superior yung pinakita na depensa against Alaska because 81 is far below the average scoring output of Talk and Text, but 61, mas malayo naman yan para sa Alaska.
And the key performers of the Aces just were non-existent. Tenorio, not a factor. Simpson as well. Cyrus Baguio most especially.
Actually, the only guy that was in double figures was Diamond Simpson and Sam Eman, which happened just right now.
There's a power move brought to you by Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Limado. Although maganda rin naman yung attitude ni Sean Daniels. Siya yung tinanong kung apektado ba siya na alam niya may kapalit ng nakaabang. Although we're not sure yet kung talaga papalitan na siya.
But there's a guy in
but he said, he's a consummate pro. He's been an import here for several times now. He understands the business.
And you have to say that for Sean Daniels, numbers wise, it doesn't pop out of you in this game. But when you compare it to the job that he did on Diamond Simpson, ibang usapan na yan dahil mas magandang numero niya ngayon kaysa kay Diamond Simpson.
Under a minute to play dito sa Game 4. And here's Markey. Markey also providing bonus points para sa Talk and Text. And Markey with 8 points off the bench.
You can almost say for Talk and Text, walang may nilarong pangit eh. Everyone contributed for their team today. Up and down the order for them. Points-wise, everyone contributed. Energy-wise, everyone was there.
That's right.